Welcome to part one of your Insipid Record Collection's Christmas special. I am your host, Tim, and this is Santa Bear. He is here to wish you a happy festive occasion, which is very sweet. Unfortunately, there's only room for one excessively festive bear in this here show, and it ain't you, Santa. Bye. I thought I'd start tonight with this particular record by Diana Krall, her inevitable Christmas album. Everybody has to do one eventually. It's contractually obligated, apparently. It's actually pretty good. There are nice, traditional, jazzy kind of songs with her warm, slightly low voice and nice, simple, supper time jazz kind of arrangements. It's nothing groundbreaking, but you'd enjoy it, and it comes on green vinyl. So again, festive. Continuing on the jazzy tip, we have this 10-inch by Les Paul and Mary Ford of Christmas Cheer, as the cover will show you. It's full of, again, Christmas songs with the two of them doing their traditional multi-track guitar and voice and other instruments in a festive Christmas kind of style. It's always been kind of sad to me that Mary never got props because she was pretty much as good a guitar player as Les, but since he invented a lot of the things that have become standard for electric guitar, plus pretty much pioneered multi-track recording, he gets all of the credit for better or worse. But again, it's a fun record, and it's on green vinyl too. You may notice a theme here. Continuing on the instrumental tip, although this time more in a rock kind of genre, we have the Ventures Christmas album from 1965. It's got a ridiculous but wonderful concept. Every track, including the two originals, starts with a little excerpt from some pop song around that time, and then sort of works its way into arrangements of the traditional Christmas songs you find on the record. And once again, it's on green vinyl. And now to prove that I do give a buck, here's Buck with a 45 on Sympathy for the Record Industry Records, a great label which apparently has resumed after years of laying fallow, but I haven't heard of anything new actually coming on the label. There are 3 songs on this record, which is on plain old black vinyl, so the theme has been broken. There's the track Christmas in My Heart, which is the one original on the album, which is kind of a country piece along with pedal steel guitar. The other 2 tracks are Santa Baby, yes, that Santa Baby, but rewritten to include Elvis and automobiles and other things that aren't in the original. And the track Father Christmas, which is not the Kinks song, unfortunately. Instead, it's a piece from the 1970 film of Scrooge. And this is a great little piece of punk pop kind of music featuring Lisa Marr, who was also in Cub and the Lisa Marr Experiment, and the Beards, not the ones from Australia who did the song of You Should Date a Man with a Beard, an entirely different one featuring the unfortunately late Kim Shattuck from the Muffs and the Pandoras. So this is another good record to try and track down. I'm sure you can find it on Discogs or the like. It's out there somewhere, I'm sure. Probably asking more than I paid for it back then, but what are you going to do? And continuing on the Sympathy for the Record Industry tip, here's Candy Pants, easily one of the most provocative covers of a Christmas single that I have in my collection. And it's got 2 original songs, sort of melancholy Christmas songs, but they're still fun. And it is on red vinyl. breaking the theme, but we're still in the Christmas colors, so it works. And here's probably one of the 2 or 3 picture 45s I actually have in my collection. Holly Go Lightly. One side contains a cover of the Staple Singers song Hear My Call Here, which is oddly a sort of waltz spiritual. And the other side, which is probably the A side you could say, is the Christmas Trees on Fire, which was originally done in 2003 by a guy named Tom Heinl, who did it in sort of a toy piano kind of arrangement. This is a little more country-ish, but it's still fun. You could almost imagine Loretta Lynn or someone like that singing it if they were still alive. So again, it's a great little record on Damaged Goods Records. And continuing the Damaged Goods theme, here is Helen Love from Wales with their disco punk pop Don't Stop arrangement of the Ramones' Merry Christmas, I Don't Want to Fight. Now, one thing you need to bear in mind if you get this record is only one side has music. The other side has a carving on it, and you really don't want to put your stylus down that carving, as I did one night to hear the which is not a sound you want to hear coming from your record player. Like a lot of their later material, this one takes the original and then tosses in bits of other songs and samples and what I believe would be called elements of other records. I believe Teenage Kicks by the Undertones pops in there for a little stay, a little bit of ABBA, and the Ramones too. So this is part 1 of my little collection, and I hope you stay tuned for more.